Friends, I watched a Telugu movie, Kishkindhapuri, on the big screen because I had seen that the movie had very rare positive reviews, and I just wanted to watch this movie and experience on the big screen because everyone who had reviewed has mentioned that it was a stunning experience to watch this movie on the big screen. Please don't miss the big screen experience. I too would tell the same friends to you after watching this movie. This movie is going to come on OTT when it comes, but please don't miss if Kishkindhapuri radio station, that's the entire title, Kishkindhapuri, if it is available in a theater near you, please go watch that on the big screen. Please select a very good theater, friends, because this movie has such fantastic background music. Background score is simply out of the world, that it gives elevation after elevation in the entire movie, and that is the high impact that background music makes while narrating the horror story, supernatural horror story, and many moments which needs elevation music. The music, I can't stop praising. Music, background music, and the sound designing is so fantastic, friends. You would like to watch this movie where you get that vibe, that shock, that experience of that particular music. Please select a very good theater. Chaitan Bharadwaj, hats off for composing such brilliant music, very impactful, which has made the movie 3x more effective than actually what it is. Sam CS name is also there. B. Ajanish Lokanath's name is also there. Who has composed which part of the music, I'm not sure, but overall impact, friends, is mind-blowing music. Also the cinematography, friends, stunning visuals. It's a visual treat. This movie is horrifying yet visual spectacle. And that's why I said you need a very good theater to experience the visuals, to experience the sound. Kaushik Pegallapati is the director of this movie. Hats off for him for conceptualizing this idea and bringing this supernatural horror thriller on the big screen. What an impactful movie. Simply mind-blowing. The best, one of the best horror movies made in India, especially made in South India, that I've watched on the big screen for a pretty long time, friends. Now coming to my review of Kishkindhapuri, the story of Kishkindhapuri runs in a radio station. Radio is an important character throughout the movie. Watch out for the radio. It is really intimidating in this supernatural horror thriller. The story runs in two time periods. 1989, the introductory scenes, we get a horror scene giving us goosebumps, creating curiosity, pumping us adrenaline within us, making us to wait for things to unfold in the movie. The opening shot is simply awesome and brilliantly shot, where we get to see many people killed in the Kishkindhapuri radio station in 1989. The story quickly switches over to the current day, where a small troop of people led by the hero Bellamkonda Sreenivas walk into that radio station, the haunted radio station, which has been closed for many years as a part of Ghost Walk Tour. And here, friends, literally everybody will feel the horror beneath their skin, in their souls. The shivers and chills that they get up the spine, the death scare, the countdown for the death, the game of death begins. It becomes a survival thriller. The specialty of this movie, friends, is the backstory. What had happened in Kishkindhapuri radio station? What is that ghost? What is that spirit? Why is that spirit haunting that radio station? The spirit or ghost is targeting whom? Why it is targeting the people in the current day who have entered that radio station? The connection the director gives between the past story and the present story and connects the supernatural horror elements between the two timelines is simply fabulous, friends. The backstory is simply the best part of the movie. Bellamkonda Sreenivas has given a very good performance within the limits of his comfort zone. But it is Anupama Parameswaran who steals the show, friends. Stunning performance by this lady, beautiful lady. Look out for her in drama, in romance, and watch out for her in the horror scenes, friends. That hospital scene and that climax is simply intimidating and fantastic performance by Anupama. And yet another actor who steals the show is Sandy Master. What a performance as the villain in Kishkindhapuri. Watch out for him. An act which you are going to carry, which you are not going to forget. Highly impactful. In this serious tone of supernatural horror movie, friends, there is also light humor which will bring smiles on your face. The comedy is not pushed in, it is situational humor, and the transition between the humor and the horror is simply awesome and smooth. Hyperadi and Sudarshan have contributed much to this comical scenes. The other actors also have given good performances. The interval block is superb. It creates more curiosity and keeps you waiting for the second half. The second half, most of the second half is about the backstory and different perspectives of the backstory. When you go towards the climax, it becomes predictable, good versus bad again. But the way the director has handled the climax is also simply superb. And finally, we get to know that the story doesn't end there. Sequel on cards. The runtime of the movie is yet another plus, friends. 2 hours 5 minutes, tight, engaging, screenplay, fantastic, direction, fantastic, concept and the story, fantastic, horror element and backstory, nails it. Sound designs, background score and cinematography are the icing on the cake. There is only one dance number which comes in the first half, and one action sequence, the director has put them as transition between the intro and the body of the movie. You feel the dance number is a waste there, it spoils the tempo of the movie, but I did not feel that. It gives a smooth transition and the dance number is foot tapping and you'll enjoy that. And the action sequence, friends, you'll appreciate that action sequence when you come towards the climax, why that action sequence was placed right at the beginning of the movie in the transition. Most of the movie runs in the dark. The lighting and the darkness and the transitions have been used in a wonderful way. Overall, friends, Kishkindhapuri or Kishkindhapuri radio station is a worth ghost walk tour for all of us. Very good movie. 9 out of 10 for Kishkindhapuri. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching my video. If you love my video, you can like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.